This is Deepak. So today is a beautiful morning here in Miami, and it's a little after 6 o'clock, and I'm getting ready to leave for the airport for Orlando, where I'll be giving a lecture tonight on the future of well-being. So it's a little after 6, and I have to leave for the airport soon. So I will finish this in about 10 minutes. We are continuing our discussions on You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self. And these discussions are on discoveringyourcosmicself.com. The content is from this book. People are engaging, and I'm very happy that is happening. And we get questions every day, but also we have started to pose questions, and we have posed the question. When I say we, it's me and my co-author, Meenas Kapatos. So today we have posed the question: our stream of thoughts influences everyday reality. Do you agree or don't you agree? Does our stream of thoughts influence what happens to reality out there, as we say out there? So I'd love for you to join the conversation on discoveringyourcosmicself.com and give us your opinion. Does our stream of everyday thoughts influence the reality that we are aware of as perceptual reality, what we see as the world out there? And you can go to Discovering Your Cosmic Self and give your insights, and we can share our insights with each other so we can learn from each other. From your everyday experience, does your stream of thoughts influence what we call external reality? Okay. Now, today's question is by Mary Gesh, Mary A. Gesh. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Mary A. Gesh, Goetsch. And the question, which is very important and mysterious actually, is what determines which seeds of memory will gain new life, conception, in some future time? Is the universe random? Somewhat dependent on emergent collective consciousness, or totally another higher power design? I'm limiting this to 3 choices for sake of simplicity. So, I'll repeat her question. What determines which seeds of memory will gain new life or conception in some future time? Is the universe random, somewhat dependent upon emergent collective consciousness, or totally another higher power design? Oh boy. So first of all, let's define memory, okay? And then we'll see how to answer this question. Okay. Memory is defined as the facility to which memory is defined as the facility by which the mind stores and remembers information of the past. Okay. These days we talk about computer memory, which is data or a program that is stored as information in a computer. So the reason I can use a computer is that the computer stores memory and programs, and these can be later retrieved, correct? So what is memory? It's the facility by which the mind stores and remembers, retrieves information. So this brings a very important point. There are many types of memories. Okay, I think, Mary, you're referring to what are called declarative memories. Memories of events that happened, relationships, episodes that we can consciously retrieve. So if I asked you, do you remember certain incidents from your childhood, spontaneously those would come and you would let me know what those memories are. Now that's a great mystery because when you had your 14th birthday or 12th birthday and something important happened emotionally on that day, maybe there was some tragedy, then that memory would surface more easily than a memory of last Tuesday if there was nothing special on last Tuesday. So declarative memories are usually interesting episodes or emotionally charged experiences. People my age, which is biologically still quite young, but remember the day that John Kennedy was shot. Remember the day when Martin Luther King was assassinated. My parents very clearly remembered the day that Mahatma Gandhi was killed. Okay, so these are emotional memories that can be consciously retrieved, and they are usually linked to intense emotions, good or happy emotions or tragic emotions. Also, if you consciously make the intention to remember something, like when you're putting your keys in a place and you're watching yourself putting your keys in that location, then you will remember that declarative memory. But then there are what are called procedural memories. You learned a language when you were very little. In fact, if you're less than 7 years old, you can learn multiple languages automatically without consciously having to pay attention to rules of grammar. Okay, so rules of grammar do not count when you're younger than 7. You don't have to learn syntax or punctuation or any of the rules of grammar. You don't need to know what a verb is or a noun is. You just automatically remember and learn many languages. That's a great mystery too. That's called procedural memory. Or you learn to ride a bike, or you learn to skate, or you learn to play the piano or the guitar, or you learn a language, as I said, and it's all done automatically, and especially when you're young, and then you remember it. So, I remembered how to ice skate recently when I had the opportunity to skate, and I hadn't skated for 40, 50 years. So where was that memory? Actually, more than 50 years. Where was that memory? And yet, it was there. Or riding a bike. I learned to ride a bike when I was a kid, and then didn't ride a bike for many years. Now can ride the bike. So where is that memory, which is not even conscious now in my conscious mind? Because I don't remember when I learned to speak English or Hindi or Urdu, and yet I speak it. I don't remember when I learned how to walk, but I can walk, obviously. And these days, of course, you can take a video of a baby learning how to walk and then maybe show him or her the video 20 years later, and they'll still be amazed because they don't remember when they learned to walk. Okay, so there are declarative memories, there are procedural memories, and then there are memories that your cells have. How does a stomach cell constantly remember how to make hydrochloric acid, or an immune cell constantly remember how to make an antibody, or how does a heart cell remember how to pump blood, or how does the brain remember to control the autonomic nervous system. So these memories are actually also unconscious memories, because along the scale of evolution, we did learn these abilities, perhaps even as a procedure for survival. So our cells have the memories of evolution. Our genetic makeup is such that it has the memory of evolution, the reptilian memory for survival and safety and reproduction, the mammalian limbic memory for emotional experiences of the past, and then, of course, the cortical memory of having consciously remembered declarative memories and also procedural memories. Okay, so as we see this, from genetic memory to memory of the autonomic nervous system to memory of the central nervous system, cellular memory, then memory becomes mysterious. Where is memory located? And the answer seems to be that it can't be found. What can be found is the neural correlates of memory. That's part of the hard problem of consciousness. So the memory can't be found, and memory therefore must be stored non-locally. And if you understand non-locality, that means that memory is ultimately cosmic. It exists at all times, everywhere, and then localizes itself and retrieves itself in order to express itself as a biological organism. In fact, the biological organism is nothing but the recycling of memory. So, and from memory we learn what to do, what not to do, we learn survival skills, we learn emotional skills, and our body learns how to regulate itself. So now let me go back to your question. Is the universe random? No, it is not random. The universe is a self-organizing system, and it is consciousness, and it's experiencing itself as both the organism and that which we call the universe or the environment. That's one activity. Body, mind, universe are a unified activity. Then she says, what determines which seeds of memory will gain new life conception? The seeds of memory are already recycling themselves all the time. Okay, so I think you're meaning declarative memories. Only the declarative memories that are emotionally significant will remain there, or declarative memories from which you learn and move to a higher level of awareness. So this is called karma, of course. You repeat karma till you learn from it and move to a higher level of consciousness. Then the next question is the universe somewhat dependent on emergent collective consciousness? Collective consciousness recycles too. So, collective consciousness is also cultural consciousness. So history repeats itself. So that is also to learn the lesson. And then we do rituals, where history repeats itself. So like, when you have a bar mitzvah, or, you do Passover, or you do these Christian remembrances of the crucifixion of Christ. These are all, or just celebrating Christmas, even though we give an artificial date to it, we recycle a collective cultural memory or even a collective cultural myth. Our cells encode ancestral memories. And so where does the person fit into all of this? Well, the person is a localized form of cosmic consciousness that is recycling its own experiences. That the person is a process in the same cosmic consciousness. So what is the point of asking all this? Well, before I finish answering the question, I personally think that memory exists as a possibility, just like a wave, in consciousness until the moment it's retrieved. And once it's retrieved, then of course It's a brand new experience as a thought in the present. So it may not be a full replication of the previous memory as well. So it may not be a replication of the full experience. It's a recreation of the experience in the moment of now. Okay, so the point of all this is, of course, to ultimately use memories, but not allow memories to use you. That's what Lord Shiva says. I use memories, but I do not allow memories to use me. This is also called freedom from karma. If you allow memories to use you, then you are a victim. And if you use memories, then you are a creator, because you use the memories to create something new. New context, new meanings, new relationships, and ultimately to be totally free of karma. Okay, so that's my answer. Now I'm seeing a lot of questions. I have to get ready to go to the airport, but let's use our new website, discoveringyourcosmicself.com, to exchange our ideas about these topics. And of course, the book is You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. Today we have discussed the mystery of memory and karma, and I would be very glad if you would share your thoughts and your insights on discoveringyourcosmicself.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.